quickly gets a response from any resident of the Sooner State. A battle as prickly as they come in a rivalry where domination has carried the day. But don't tell that to the folks from Stillwater who love to cause a little bedlam in this one. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Cowboys will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open spaces. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, they made a statement.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. To the ground with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Grabs it in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback...
He'll off one deep down the left side. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
How about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field? big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Lets it fly. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Cowboys will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
A short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Rushes on him. He's got him in the flat. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's got great speed. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Stealing a score on special teams.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Cowboys! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Clark. There he goes. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. He'll pull it on the read. This rivalry dates back to 1904, and the story goes, guys, that the ball got loose once, rolled down a hill, went into a creek, and both teams went in there and fought for it.
And isn't that just what rivalry should be about? We'll fight you. We'll meet you anywhere, in a creek, wherever. We know, Jesse, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, they don't like each other.
Put your face in the fan, put your face in the creek, and get that football. I love that. This really is a storied tradition between these two schools. You don't necessarily have to be from the state of Oklahoma to appreciate that when Oklahoma State plays Oklahoma, man, that is must-watch TV.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
They just keep firing. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got
some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the tailback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cavazos. Oh, and fortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Here's the pressure. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Oklahoma has dominated this rivalry, guys, so much so that it almost seems like just a relief to the Sooners when they win.
Up to this point, Reese, no doubt, Oklahoma, they have owned this series against their in-state rival.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man. It's Coates. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. The sure hands, it's Rowe. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Clark. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking for room. It's Cavazos. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Makes the grab. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Cowboys come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
This defense knew coming in that the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the move, he fires. Got his man on the right. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Cowboys will hustle to the line. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun. He'll take a deep shot here. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Looking for a deep man. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Inside. The 20. And he eluded the defense.